All hail a beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and we back for another edition of Big Beard Business. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm B, and on this channel we help you improve your confidence by way of compliments using the wonderful world of fragrance. If this is your second video or more, we ask that you hit the subscribe button so you can come back to rock with your boy. Now, if you've been tuned into this channel for a while, then you know I often drop videos telling you what fragrances to rock and wear for that extreme compliment factor. Today's video is a bit different, although I do enjoy most of the fragrances on today's list. I'm going to bring you a quick hitter. I'm going to bring you 3 fragrances not to wear to the office. I know what you're thinking, yo B, not to wear to the office? Yes, you heard that correctly. Oftentimes you guys hit me up like, yo B, I'm starting a new job, I'm going on an interview, I need to know what to wear. But today, I'm going to make sure you don't make the cardinal mistake of wearing the wrong fragrance. So now that you know what we're doing, let's go ahead and get down to Big Beard Business. So the first fragrance I want to talk about today is one that you should not wear to the office for sure. Now listen, I am a huge fan of this fragrance, and so is the missus, but I don't feel like this fragrance is going to be best suited for the office. The fragrance that I'm mentioning today comes from the house of Cologne, and the fragrance is Apple Brandy. Now, as the name suggests, this fragrance pays homage to the name of Cologne, and this one is based on this cognac. All right, and with that, you get this wood tones with it. You also get a strong liqueur feel that is really real. Okay, so what happens in this fragrance when you're wearing this, it could come off as boozy, extremely boozy, and something to that point that you would not want to wear it to the office because someone might report you to HR. They might be thinking you've been taking one too many drinks on your lunch break, or maybe even in your office. Altogether, aside from that, I think this is a phenomenal fragrance, right? It's unique in its own right, it stands out, and it also has a magnificent scent to it. But if you're looking for a similar vibe to this, but not so photorealistic, also maybe a bit fresher and something that is I guess more traditional in a way, then this one here from the house of Cologne, Apple Brandy on the Rocks, is one that you could wear instead. Now, unlike the original Apple Brandy on the Rocks is not as strong. In fact, it's like a watered down version, but it's still done in quite a great way. If you're looking for something to try out and switch things up a bit, then this is one of those fragrances you should definitely try, Apple Brandy on the Rocks. Now, the next fragrance I want to mention is discussed for a very similar reason. This fragrance has a feel to it that is not, well, great for the office. The fragrance comes from Maison Margiela, and the fragrance is Music Festival. Now, Music Festival is one of those fragrances that were based around Woodstock. So this is supposed to be fresh bud and patchouli. Now, this is the fragrance that I often get people reaching out to me like, yo B, where can I find this fragrance? And in fact, I thought it was being discontinued, and a lot of you did as well, because it was gone for a long time. In fact, this was very short-lived from its initial release. However, about let's call it 3 or 4 months ago, from me filming this video, I came across it on the Margiela website. It was there, live and well, full bottle presentations ready to go. So for those people who hit me up about it, and I could remember that you hit me up about it, I did reach out to you and say, hey, they have it on their site right now, ready to go. This is one of these fragrances that were actually fetching more money than it was actually worth, because, well, it couldn't be found anymore. But this fragrance has this bud undertone to it, or cannabis undertone to it. So it's not going to be always great for the office. But if you're looking for something that's a little bit different and provides this warmth feel to you, you can also try something from the house of Margiela, and not as popular as Jazz Club or By the Fireplace. The fragrance I'm going to tell you to try out, and I'm getting to get this one back into the rotation a bit more, despite what I originally said about this scent. The fragrance obviously comes from Margiela, and the fragrance is Coffee break. This is one of these fragrances that is light, it's subtle, it's uplifting, and it has hints of coffee within the scent. It's not like an overpowering coffee, and if you truly enjoy coffee scents, then this is probably one that you'll be underwhelmed with. But if not, and you want to try something different, this is the fragrance that you can definitely wear. Now, this is a unisex scent, so not much needs to be said in terms of that, but I feel like this fragrance is very inoffensive. It can work well in an office situation, and it has this unique appeal about it that is going to be something that anyone can understand. To me, this one has this chocolatey feel to it, which makes it that much better. So if you're looking for a scent that you can wear that's a little bit different, it's versatile, you can wear it to the office, and especially in the fall time, this is the fragrance you should reach for, a coffee break from Margiela. Now that takes us down to the final fragrance I want to talk to you about today, and I'm going to tell you not to wear this one to the office for a different reason than those first two. This fragrance is pungent, it's strong, and it really relies on the notes of oud, okay? And oud is something that is, it's expensive, but oud is not always the most agreeable note. So the fragrance that we're talking about today comes from Parfums, and this one is Oud Yaise. I think I said that correctly. I never knew if I said it correctly from the initial fragrance review. But this fragrance is strong, okay? This thing jumps, it pounces, so to speak, off of the skin, and it is aggressive. If you are into oud fragrances, then this is one of those scents that I think you would like to try out. It's almost like a photorealistic, super complex oud that's there. And that is not something that everyone is going to enjoy. So if you are into oud fragrances and that sounds like something you like, then definitely check out this house because they are doing things right when it comes down to that. Now, with that being said, oud is an expensive note. It can be off-putting to some and off-putting to many, except for when it's done in a more tasteful, relaxed, subtle way. And the next fragrance I'm going to tell you to substitute for does exactly that. The fragrance comes from the house of Initio, and this one is Oud for Greatness. Now, Oud for Greatness has two natural ouds. It has lavender, it has saffron, and it's a very well thought out scent. It comes together in layers. It's complex in its own right. It's light enough to wear, and it's also sophisticated for sure. So again, great scent if you're looking for something that's pungent, something that's strong, something that gets attention. This is one of those that are there. But this may not always get you the attention of, hey, I love what you are wearing. It could get you like, what are you wearing? Type of compliment. So I guess that's not a compliment at all. They just want to know what you're wearing so you can get away from them. All right. So that's that type of scent. But this one here, the Black Gold Project, Initio's collection, that one is Oud for Greatness. Magnificent scent that will allow you to dive into that oud and begin to explore that note, especially if it's not something that you do on a daily basis or weekly basis. If oud's not your thing, hop into that one and then begin to work your way up to something like this Parfums. All right, that's what I have for you today. Do you have fragrances that you say, hey, I would love to wear these outside of the office, but not in the office? What's a great alternative for them? I would love to know, and the people watching would love to know as well. Those are just three. I could bring you a part two if you like, but that's what I have for you today. As always, I'm your boy, Big Beard Beat. Hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend that we are back again. And you already know what I need you to do. Just hit the goddamn bell.